Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Up front, line up. It's first down. They'll hand it off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Getting set. Here's second down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call that's properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan right are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
High completion makes it second and medium. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And it'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. He finds his target. He has the first. The tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete, looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Set up. This is play number 10 in this series. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback that can get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And the Trojans looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Southern California. And come out in the playoff game, Kurt, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
PAT makes it 7-0. Team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So first down play. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and it'll cost the offense 5. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch, and we're able to get him down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Quarterback will throw it off the run pass outside. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The Dogs looking to run some tempo here. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking right, this one caught. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Snags a quick throw. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Cannot mistake that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback literally trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 43-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The Dogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. But I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
We come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, winding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
No problem. BAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. When they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. And the Trojans come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Bringing pressure. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. We've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And they heave it deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Quick throw to the left. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
The Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing and clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down to the 25 and move closer and closer to the red zone. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently.
He's got some room. Can he get there? All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now they get set now to try the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. USC offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Off the play fake on first down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Lets it fly to the wideout. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's hit right as he throws it.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Finds his man, has the first down. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, USC. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Here's the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Georgia offense is back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring touchdown in their last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught quickly. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense getting set. It's second down. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Second down after that previous play. There's the handoff. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Sometimes I always get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. The defensive play brings up second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time it goes through the air.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. And the QB will try again on second attempt. This time, a completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there. And now it's a fourth down call. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. On their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. Going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. And the back now goes in motion. And looking to throw now on first down. Defense is coming after him. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The defense recovers the fumble.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. They pressure it and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. This time enough for one more play in the half. And there's the handoff. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this away to start the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Herbert. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Gets hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, the quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick catch. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. And that's a solid return after the interception.
I'm I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Here's the second down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. We'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive and slow down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up 4.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. Down. He's throwing for it. It's an out route. The catch made. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a fourth down conversion with that pass.
And the Trojans lining up here on first and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's almost picked off. He trusted his arm, but a risky throw, almost his second interception today.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
This time it's complete. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. It's a solid game.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But linebackers are really the quarterback and the defense on this play. Diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawless. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Big play across midfield is spotted near the 36.
Man, Chris, what a great job by this offense to be able to pick up this first down. He had to come off his primary, meaning the offensive line had to give the quarterback a little bit more time, allow him to work through his progressions, eventually finds the drag route for the first.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Handoff here from the shotgun.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yards.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Game moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's mano a mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Quick throw to the left side. He's got it near the end zone. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Okay, ready?
Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. The call is a quarterback sneak. Touchdown, SC. And they'll claim the 4th-quarter lead.
Hey, it's 1st and goal, wide way. Go with the sure thing. Let that quarterback get behind his line, push his way in for the touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. They'll return it from inside the 5. Offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chuck play. The Bulldogs will crank up the tempo.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Completion makes it 2nd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. On the run, he'll let it go. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Looking to chuck it again. Here's the target, and it's complete. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. Yards line it up with first and goal. Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense set up with first and goal now after the penalty. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Simple play with relying the quarterback to sneak it across the goal line.
Yep, the big boys up front helped quite a bit with the quarterback up front. Gave him a nice push. Works for a touchdown.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to the left side. And he's got it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes him pay for it.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And here's the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And he'll get the first down yardage before they finally bring him down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch. And the Trojans starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Nowhere to run up the middle. It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Important third down play coming up. This would be a 56-yard attempt if they don't gain anything. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver makes the catch. The completion picks up about 8 yards and sets up a fourth down play now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
So tie game. Fourth quarter, they're going to go for it on this fourth down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and go get a touchdown.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The pocket breaking down. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. The ball is caught. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up a fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment. It's an important play. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over. Tied late here in the fourth quarter. Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the Trojans pick up enough yards to keep this drive rolling.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You've got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Hit just as he throws the ball. Touchdown, Trojans. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine in a playoff game. He has gone out back so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive movement, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
This one will be fair caught. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down. They bring it down with a veteran quarterback. Shows off that trademark arm strength. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. They're in for an exciting finish. This offense likely has one last drive. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. They'll throw it to the line here at the far line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wide out. He's got a man down the middle.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Oh, look out, the football is free. Fumble recovered by the defense, going the other way.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hand on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Herb Street, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports